It also would be helpful to the fortunes of the New York Jets if they could get defensive tackle Quinnen Williams in town right now. He's entering his fifth-year option. He is not present. He wants a new contract. It shouldn't be that hard, Jets, to work this out. The parameters are out there. The boundaries are set for what guys of his skill caliber should be making. They should be able to make it happen. Here's Joe Douglas from yesterday when asked about the status of the negotiations with Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, still optimistic. I've had a lot of positive discussions with Nicole, and optimistic. I feel like we're trending in a good place. So optimistic and hopeful is how I would describe that.
Optimistic, hopeful, but not done. And there's Quinnen Williams' reaction. I love it. And unlike Phil, who once took a drink of tea and actually had the string in the bag come out, he avoided the string, but you can see the string there. That's a pro move by Quinnen Williams.
That is a very pro move right there. That is a good job not getting the string like Big Phil, too. You don't want to become a teabagger. But, I'm with you, and that the parameters are out there 100%. And I feel like it's the same face he made when that question was asked about him with Kyler Murray. Remember when he was going to be like, we saw better – and then he stopped, right? Like he was about to say, we saw better quarterbacks than Kyler Murray, and he stopped himself. But you said it. I think this is fairly easy. I mean, we just saw Jeffrey Simmons and Daron Payne done, right? This is the class he's in. Honestly, I don't think his career's been as good as those two to this point. Totally. Last year was every bit as good as those two. But the years before that, Jeffrey Simmons has been the best D tackle or in that conversation the last 2 or 3 years. But either way, I think you said it right. They're close. It can't be that far off of the numbers that those guys set this offseason.
The problem is you've got a cluster of generally accepted contracts at defensive tackle. Then you've got the Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Far and away above the Daron Paynes and Jeffrey Simmons of the world.
Right.
And it makes me wonder, are they trying to split the difference?
Right.
Yeah. Are they trying to approach Aaron Donald? Or is it accepted like Simmons and Payne that there's a lower cut for the guys who aren't Aaron Donald? And I don't know. But I have a feeling that Donald deal is one of the reasons why it's not quite as cookie cutter as maybe it would seem to be. And, regardless, he's not there. And it's a time of great optimism for the New York Jets. And there'll be even more optimism once Quinnen Williams is present. The key, though, is that they got to get it done, I'd say by training camp. I mean, that's the real deadline. The offseason program, it'd be nice for him to be there. It'd be helpful. But it really becomes an issue when you get to training camp.
That's right.
And remember, if you're in your fifth-year option, it gets very expensive if you hold out a training camp, because once you start missing preseason games, the fine for each missed preseason game is a game check on that fifth-year option salary. But I think they'll get it done.
I would think so. I'm with you, Mike.
For now, the bright, shiny object is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They don't need a bright, shiny object in Quinnen Williams. They can do that later. They can wait until something goes not as planned with Aaron Rodgers, and then they can sign Quinnen Williams and distract everyone with that.
Well, yeah, I think this is like you're saying, something that gets done at some point here. It's too obvious. One, the way their defensive scheme is set up and the way they play, Quinnen Williams is perfect for that. He's the best player on their defense, period. And he's one of the best at his position in all of football. So I think they will figure it out. The thing that always worries me with D tackles like this who are not there in the offseason, I think the teams feel this way too. I mean, I know they do. It's just, the practice isn't that important, but it's a big guy. They like him to be there working out so they can watch him and his weight and all that type of stuff. That's what I always worry about with these situations. Then you get to training camp and he's not quite in shape or ready to go. That's where if I'm the team, I worry. But, like you said, I think it's a deal that gets done because it's a no-brainer. They drafted him number 3 in the draft, and he's really damn good and fits their scheme. So hopefully it gets done for his sake here soon.
And the only good news for the Jets, not that Quinnen Williams is at Aaron Donald level yet, But I remember when Aaron Donald was holding out of off-season workouts and training camp, Les Snead, the GM of the Rams, said, this is actually a good thing because we can't get anything done when Aaron Donald's out there. Even a walkthrough, he's blowing up the play. Like, we can't practice normally with Aaron Donald on the field. So Quinnen Williams moving in that direction, but no one's Aaron Donald right now.
No.
I'd like to think they can get this done, and I fully expect that they will. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.